Good evening. I'm the Maven of the Eventide, and welcome back to Vampire Playthroughs, where we are playing a Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. With me tonight is...
Hi, I'm Paul, lovable curmudgeon.
Last we left, we were kind of stuck. We didn't know how to get out of a sort of puzzle. And we asked you for your help, and some of you commented and helped us, so we're going to see if we can figure this out. You didn't tell us the answer, which is good, because I didn't want you to. So, you ready to try to figure this out?
Nope.
We're doing it anyway.
I figured as much. Was this the number puzzle that with like the Rubik's Cube posters?
Well, we thought it might be the Rubik's Cube. We thought it might be the posters. But Gladys's registration number, I think that's to get into the computer. So maybe once we get into the computer, then we'll be able to get the code for the door.
Okay.
I forget what we need Gladys's registration number for. So we might have to poke around a bit because we only play this game once a month. I know you all would like us to play it more often, but my patrons do pay for these videos, so thank them for having us do them. I do not charge more than once a month for these, so that's why we do it this way. If you would like to help support these videos and help me make more of them, you could join my Patreon and be part of the whole process.
Oh yeah, this room.
Okay. So, oh right, there is this safe. No, but we got in that safe. We got what was in there.
Did we?
Yeah. Oh, hey, file cabinets. Read. Oh, it's Gladys. Registration number 3764. You need to remember that. You want to write it down?
3764.
Let's just write it down.
I'm sure I'll remember.
You can't remember what you had for breakfast.
It's true. I think there was a banana involved.
There's always a banana involved.
Actually, no, I forgot to eat my banana and I had it for lunch.
You can't even remember to eat your breakfast.
No, this is true. Too busy with the kids' breakfast.
Oh, the Gladys is the boat. I didn't realize that.
Rosebud was the sled.
I thought Gladys was like a vampire who worked
I'm just like, who constructed Gladys? I don't understand what's going on. Is she like some sort of vampire android? She's a very tall one at 126 feet.
Tallest vampire android around. Well, she's certified. Right.
Is she wearing blue gloves or is that just the lighting?
How do I close this?
Born in a barn.
I'll open this one. Read C+ Bible.
C# Bible.
C# Bible. I'm writing that down too. That's going to be a code to something. Do I have to play the note of C# on the harpsichord to get the locked door to open?
No, it's like a book just entitled C# Bible.
Yeah, it won't let me read the book. It just lets me read the...
But why? Was this like a Bible that was coded? Maybe it's supposed to be C++.
Well, Bible is also... It doesn't necessarily mean like the Bible, the book. It could just be a...
About all things C#. How in depth can we get about C#?
I've read the Bible on C#, okay?
I much prefer the
Nothing.
B-flat compendium.
So...
The E-flat Torah.
These are our contacts, right?
The A natural Quran. I can do this all day.
I'm aware. I am very, very aware. Okay. I forget what we needed the registration number for. Those are some bodies, all right. The anarchs are doing things.
No, it was the little swipey finger pattern puzzle.
No, that wasn't for Gladys's registration number. Something else needed her registration number, and I think whatever we use that for will give us the answer to the swipey puzzle. I've got a problem with the firewall. Can you check? Fix it. I had to reset your password. Now it's Gladys's. Okay, so his password to...
Which was 7, 8,
all right.
14,
so we need
9
to
12.
consult. We're going to enter Gladys's registration number, 3764.
Shit. That's scary.
They've got eyes on Hazel. She's got an absolutely fabulous ass. Why were they spying on Hazel? What's she doing in there? She's just...
Paparazzi.
But why would the anarchs want this picture of Hazel? She's not doing anything shady. She's not talking
what's
to
in
anyone.
the second image? Maybe that's more telling.
What the heck is that?
That looks like the security guy. Is that Caius, the Nosferatu that does Hazel's security? She's given him something. Is it
Or maybe she's receiving something.
We don't know. Very mysterious.
I will pretend to care. I don't understand why this is relevant.
Well, he's not there in the first picture, and then he's there in the second picture. Nosferatus can obfuscate, so maybe he was invisible.
No, these are, I mean, she's sitting down, so like he probably just walked in through the front door. I think the first picture is completely irrelevant. Maybe it's like, that was like their test shot or something.
Yeah.
Make sure their ISOs were all right.
That did not help us with the swipey thing.
All right, so now we have a picture of her. Found the power strip.
Where do we find the code for... Okay, we can watch... I'm going to watch the vision again.
Right, left, down. Fuck. God damn fucking code. Down, left, no, right. Fuck.
There's something in the corner.
So right, left, down.
No, he didn't know it, so he gave up.
Yeah.
So.
But he knew it was something with right, left, and down.
Well, there's only so
Okay.
many directions you can
So here
go.
we go. I'm going to write this, so... Down, left, right, down.
I think we tried this.
We did, but... And then up and right. I'm just going to try it one more time. Do not have the technology to hack this. Okay, so
But where do we start from? That's the question.
I'm going to begin by starting from here.
That happy cloud face.
Okay, so... Oh, no, wait. I have to start by going left, so that won't work. So, down, left, right, down, up, right. It's a cross. It is a cross. We just weren't drawing the cross the right way.
Oh.
We had it right. We were close with the idea of the cross, but... You know, you were doing the cross, but we were going, like, angled-wise. We weren't going up to the middle again and over.
Did we?
Yeah, remember we tried doing the sign of the cross the proper Catholic way?
Someone's
No.
trouble to hide this place.
That was almost smart.
I'm glad we figured out the posters, though. I feel very smart about that.
That was, well, yeah.
Salmon computer.
That's an old one.
That's an old computer.
That's not very discreet.
That's an old one.
Those mouse pads. Oh, I thought they were tablets. Remember when people used mouse pads?
Hey, we have a mouse pad. Oh, yeah.
Is it... Wow, that's a lot of digits.
So there's always going to be a post-it note around here somewhere. It's like, hey, I had to change your password. Now it's the birth date of Sergeant Fibbidibbar.
All right, let's
There's
look for a
someone's phone.
shard of bibidaba.
There's a phone down there.
Yeah. Maybe it's the phone that's out in the other room. Has some
Phone.
passwords.
The phone.
New phones for everyone. We're playing it safe. Get the word out. Okay. Keep an eye on that girl. If I disappear, get the folder on the computer and delete it. For the password, that
It
night.
is a date. Yeah.
You know what I mean. Got it. The night that the red alert happened?
Maybe?
But wasn't that August 19th when it happened? New phones for everyone. We're playing it safe. Get the word out. What is the astronaut's favorite place on the computer? The space bar. Enough spam, please. By the way, I read your note. Change the computer password, please. Too easy? Yes. All right. Okay.
Do we recognize any of those names? Like Amalia or whatever?
Chance. Okay. The folder on the computer and delete it that night. You know what I mean. So I'm thinking that night might be August 19th.
No, it'd be something before 19th.
Well, let's try the 18th.
We're just gonna go back and one day at a time. We'll nail it.
Okay. Okay. 99. Oh, no. 2019.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Wow.
0819. All right, let me try. 0818 2019. Nope.
1111. Lois, damn. 111112. Lois, damn.
So what was that night? Was it the night?
The Big Bopper died. Look through the file cabinets first before we.
No, I want to figure out what night the Code Red happened. Where's our history of when stuff began? Like, where it tells me my whole journey.
I don't think it does that.
Isn't there like a quest log?
I don't think so. If anywhere, it would be like in here somewhere.
I thought so. So I thought it happened on like...
I mean, it might not be the Code Red, because that's still fairly recent. So.
Yeah, but that was like 2 days ago, so it's not today anymore. Uh-huh. Dear model with controlled opening. That is a door, all right. Dual control panel.
It's a good model, though.
To restart the system, if you lose your password, enter the following code, buyer's choice. All right. We're going to reset the system. 5, 6, 8,
No,
9,
that's too few digits,
7,
though.
4.
So that's for a door somewhere. So it's not for the computer.
Yeah, but I might be able to reset the password of the computer using this.
That's for a door, though.
Door.
A door. N door. Puerta.
It'll be the door that says Y5672 on it, and it will be 6 feet
It'll just
high.
be just any door with a code will do, I'm sure.
Okay.
Well, go out and check more files. There must be something that mentions a date somewhere. Ooh. Drones!
Spy gear.
Yeah, they were spying on...
Like how they're just labeled like spy gear. Do not open spy gear.
His suit has seen better days.
Is it a spy suit? Floppy disk.
He still exists. Whatever's on it must be important.
Major weather coming. Goodness.
Look at this old thing. It's almost as old as I am.
What is it?
I think it's supposed to be an old cell phone.
I can't
Yeah.
even see it. Burner phone?
No, just everything here is just super
Oh,
old.
here's a newspaper article. South Boston, a warehouse destroyed by
there's our date,
flames.
yeah.
Yeah. Ha! I was right about 91. No, I did
No, yours
99.
99, yeah.
I was close.
You're moving in the right direction.
051691. On Wednesday night, the residents of Offenbach Street noticed a column of flame that consumed the building at number 2206. The fire department was notified quickly and managed to control the fire at around 4:20 a.m. There have been no casualties reported to date, but the property losses amount to several $1,000s. The owner of the premises did not wish to comment, so that day the warehouse went up in smoke. All right.
I wonder what they use all these cameras for.
Spying on Hazel. So those
It
were
says it right there on the front. Spy drones. It's not very discreet.
Oh, is that how I get out of here? Is that the door I
You
came
need the
in?
code to get out? Because then we can just reset it with that code you had.
Is this another Auspex thing over here? Or is that on the other side
No, I
of the
think it's
wall?
on the other side.
Yeah.
We'll go put the date in the computer.
Consults. 05/16/1991.
Nope. Sorry, numpad doesn't work. Had to do it the old way.
You
Nice.
couldn't tell me that when I started.
No, I was watching your fingers. I'm sorry.
05/16/1991. So it works. Ooh, Miley. Is she the girl he told him to watch? Embraced a year ago, she took her time to replace me. I must have left her with a bitter taste.
Oh, Is that literally or figuratively?
Or maybe she blames herself for it. What am I talking about? She doesn't know remorse. She would have to be wrong about something for that. Her only mistake was choosing me. I wonder where she found her. Seems like she's a financial wizard. Typical. Went to Cambridge University, obviously. Quickly spotted by a big insurance company. Hazel is more into white-collar workers now. Gone are the days of lost pups. She wants to lean on something steady. What a cunt.
So she's referring to Hazel replacing whoever's writing this with this person, Miley.
Yeah, and Miley was the fledgling that got toasted at the Second Inquisition raid. We were supposed to save her, and we couldn't save her.
Well, maybe whoever wrote this letter is sort of the inside person because they have a vendetta against Hazel and everybody.
Yeah. Who is also Hazel's fledgling?
Hold up.
Oh.
Hazel is his sire?
His sire? Whose sire?
What?
I thought he'd been destroyed.
Who? Who's he? Whose computer is this?
I don't know.
Let's see. Hazel's has been updated.
Sire was Nathan Appleton.
Her child is Miley, but it doesn't say who else her child is. His sire. Who is his?
It said it up there. At the top. Appleton. Whoever.
No, that's her sire.
Isn't that what we were talking about?
No, she's saying Hazel is his sire. Hazel's the sire to this person that wrote this thing about Miley, which she didn't realize. She didn't know.
Well, scroll all the way down. Maybe the update's at the bottom.
I thought the air said the hair, and I was like, yes, explain her hair to me, please.
It's fabulous.
She chose a young man by the name of Eltrans Cardiel as a financial prodigy. The talent for computers and a wealth of ambition. Hazel had her goals keep an eye on the boy for weeks before introducing herself to him. She embraced him in 1982 with the prince's permission. She kept her promise and fulfilled her role as mentor. Erlance made his debut in the world of darkness alongside a sire who made sure to give him the best advice. The young man, for his part, showed a sincere respect for his elder and supported her as best he could for her financial ventures. This was a relief to Iverson, more than a source of support. Her child was a way for her to reclaim her blood, the bloodline she did not choose. Her work with the KOL caught Erlance's interest as he too wanted to be involved in bringing down Quentin King. Despite Hazel's qualms due to her child's young age, she eventually agreed. This was a mistake. The young man nearly blew his cover during an operation against the British militia. Hazel found herself in a dangerous position, with her very own life at stake. The urgency of the situation forced her to take a drastic step. To sacrifice her child to protect her empire. It was a bitter decision to make, but she didn't waver. It was not in her nature. So she pretended to kill him, but he's still alive. Deslin was sent to eliminate Erlance. Coates' report left little doubt that the blue blood had been destroyed. Hazel's reputation was salvaged, but at what cost? So, she must be talking about Erlance, but I don't get how M made that connection.
I also don't know why it's important. But that could be our fault.
A year ago, she took her time to replace me. So 1982 to now, she took her time to replace him. I must have left her with a bitter taste, or maybe she blames herself for it. What am I talking about? She doesn't know remorse. She would have to be wrong about something for that. Her only mistake was choosing me. I wonder where she found her. Seems like she's a financial wizard. Typical. Hazel's more into white-collar workers now. Gone are the days of lost pups. She wants to learn something steady. Huh. What was the other thing that popped up just now? Is Erlance in here? Has he gone rogue? Anarch Saul? No. I saw two things pop up on the left. One was Hazel's entry and there was something else.
Maybe it was in the codex?
Like a trait gained? Mysterious. I guess this is going to be part of the whole conspiracy. Is Erlance in here?
No, I didn't recognize the name.
Girl, if I disappear, get a folder on the computer and delete it. So whose phone is this? Is this Erlance's phone? Keep an eye on that girl. So is he talking about Miley? If Miley disappears, or if he disappears, delete the Miley folder. But Is he behind Miley getting killed at the thing? I mean, it was our fault because we failed that mission that Miley got killed. This whole mission is us trying to find... Where does it tell us what we're supposed to be doing?
I don't think it does that.
Yes, it does. It has like a little list that pops up over here. It tells us what our goals are and stuff.
I'll hit maybe Q and E will give you more.
Those just are so you don't have to use the mouse if you want to go across the... Where's that disc we found?
Oh yeah, put it in the old computer.
A floppy disk with the word bitch on it. Charming. All right. Good call. Let's go put it in the old one.
It's a miracle that it still works.
Transcript. Go to the address, I'll tell you what to do next. 2206 Offenbach Street. I'm so sorry, Hazel. I'm on my way. Okay, I don't understand how things escalated like that. Do you think I'm going to have to leave? I swear I'll make it up to you. Hazel, I'm still hiding. Please answer. Are you all right? I swear if King lays a finger on you, I'll destroy him. Hazel, did you send someone? So Hazel said, go to this address, I'll tell you what to do next.
All right, so it sounds...
And then the building blew up.
Right.
So that night was the night she tried to have him killed.
Right. So this guy, whatever his name was, is like the big bad, most likely.
He's got a grudge against Hazel for trying to have him killed. It left no doubt that he was killed when she sent the guy to blow up the building, but he clearly lived through it and he escaped. He did something wrong. Okay.
Delson?
Yep.
Delson?
Yeah, Delson went to the building. He was the one who blew it up.
I forgot who Delson is.
It's Hazel's lumbering oaf sidekick.
I don't know why I can't remember him.
The
big guy. Yeah.
So he blew up the building. Okay, so I figured out the story. So does that mean Erlance is the guy behind everything just because he hates Hazel that much? That's my guess so far. Or maybe he's another red herring. Code.
Maybe I can reset it.
Why would I want to reset it?
I don't know.
Why not? I just
We got the code to do it, so
unless the code to get out is supposed to be the same to get in. 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 4.
I should have known. I'd heard that the prince's bitch was sniffing around here. How did you get in?
Through the front door.
How banal.
I'll come up with something better next time.
You must be Mem Lewis. Tell me, why shouldn't I just put an end to you right now?
Let's see. Well, the only ones that really work or worth it are the one that uses points. So
Yeah, but
we got give it 4 points of Reddit. We got plenty of news.
you don't have to use it.
I know, but that's how you get story beats, you know?
But I think I might need to save it for later, because this is a 4-incident thing.
Alrighty.
If you destroy me, you'll never know what brought me here.
I know why. You want my head. So I might as well cut yours off first.
No! That's ridiculous. I'm just here about the Alliance.
What?
Saul told me I should come see you. She thinks you could help us.
Why would I want to cut
Don't
off his
tell
head?
me she agrees with your shitty plan.
How do you...
I got a detailed report about your little crisis meeting. Thane was right to refuse to cooperate. It'd be a huge mistake.
It will be if you don't help us.
We're not allies. Never have been, never will be. So why should we risk our asses to save yours?
Oof.
So this one I can't do. So this one it's gonna have to.
Nope. He's very persuasive.
So I guess I lost.
You do realize that this problem isn't just about the cam.
We've learned to make ourselves scarce.
Scarce? You're hiding out on a fucking barge. How long do you think it will take before they come for you?
We'll be gone before that can happen.
Where? They'll hunt you down like they did in London. I'm sorry, but we're all in this together. Like it or not.
Maybe. Anyways, the old bat is wrong. London. Vienna. We've seen what they can do. You're no match for them. You don't stand a chance.
Hey, 100%.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe you've got a better plan.
Yes. To do nothing. If we keep our heads down, the SI will forget about us sooner or later.
But going underground is pointless. They know we're here. They'll plow through this town with a fine-tooth comb, and they'll exterminate you.
They will.
You don't know that.
So, like, the rhetorical version of no.
Okay, so I can't do this one. Ugh.
It's going to be tough for sure. But it's not impossible if we unite our forces. I know that we're complete opposites. But it's just for tonight. With you.
Yes.
The humans won't stand a chance.
A lot of times there's a gap between the stats and reality, Lewis. Especially since we have no idea how many of them there really are.
We're kindred, damn it. Just one of us is worth 5 of theirs. We'll crush them.
1 to 5. It could work.
It could work.
Listen, even if you're right, even if all of that were true, I couldn't help you. I can't.
Why not? What's stopping you?
You wouldn't understand.
You could try telling me.
Explain.
You should know, since you went through my cabin.
Hazel.
There you go. Hazel. She doesn't know I'm still here.
So is
and
Rafa
if she were to find out,
the same guy that
you get the
you
picture.
just changed his name to
I've
Rafa?
been working for
Maybe?
years to make sure it doesn't happen. It was complicated enough before.
Because it
It's
explains
even
the
harder now that
burn
she's
stars.
Prince. My existence is at stake, Lewis. And I'm not going to sacrifice myself for your alliance.
Hey. Rhetoric.
He's the leader, which means nobody can touch him. Hazel will take care of him if he doesn't help us.
Let's use your points and guarantee
Well, yeah, I
success.
put extra points in my talkie talks, so let's use the talks.
So you can walkie walk.
You're the leader of your group. Going after you means going after the Anarchs. Hazel doesn't need that. She's got enough to deal with rooting out all the snakes in the camp.
Yeah, but I'm not the Baron.
You're still an important leader.
I am not okay with the idea of using the movement as a shield.
Ugh.
For fuck's sake, Rafa! This is an emergency. Do I need to paint you a picture?
No, I get it. I'm going to set my principles aside. Just this once. I got your message. You can count on me to try to clean up your prince's mess.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Rafa.
She's your
I'm not doing
sire.
it for you.
I know. But thanks anyways.
We've got to get ready. I'll give the others a heads up and tell them to let you in.
Great.
I hope you know what you're getting yourself into, Lewis. We won't forget you. I've got to get ready. I'll meet up with you later. But that's the last time you break in here. Got it?
So Rafa
Yeah.
is that other guy with the weird name.
I did it. Rafa is with me.
I can still hear you.
Him and Yardley. They should come around quickly. I've got to tell Saul.
Better call Saul. So now we're allowed to be let in somewhere. Where's the somewhere?
The room where Saul is lurking. Get back over there.
Well, the door just opened up to behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that
It
like a
went
shortcut?
zzzt.
I thought I just bumped into something.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
The gangplank.
Hey, so I don't have to, like, celerity across the water anymore. Nice. Hi,
The
guys.
docks will always remind me of when we fled France. And now the SI might force us to flee again.
So nostalgic.
Not
Quit
suspicious at all.
pushing me. I'm not gonna let you through.
Oh, Ozzy, he was one of the people on the phone call.
Yeah.
You. How did you get in here?
Rafa?
Rafa again?
You are a pain in the ass. Get out of here. I don't want to see you around here again.
Yeah.
Sore loser.
What? Why are they both called Rafa?
I don't know, maybe it's a really common name. Like, it's like the Bob.
Oh, so if I hadn't figured out the celerity puzzle of how to get over there, I would have been trying to get on the barge from here.
I guess so.
Yeah, I just never came down here to notice this area before.
Because we took the cool way.
Yep. Alright, let's go back inside. There's our old friend, the Mosasaur. The Mosasaur.
I'm gonna call him Mossy.
Let's go up to see Saul again. Hey,
Yeah.
how do stairs? So he does. So maybe he's not the one behind it. He wasn't getting revenge on Hazel. He's just trying to lay low and keep a secret. Huh. That's where Saul was before. Why can't I get in?
Was he? Try another door.
I can't just leave like that.
Right, that's the way out. So wait, my goal is to find Saul at this point, right? Has he gone somewhere else? Saul, are you in here?
Sleepy Saul.
Nope, no one in here. Maybe he's back down in the office of that lady we got killed. Okay, do you know where Saul is? Can I talk to you?
Are you Saul?
Saul over here. Nope. Saul over here. I used to have the key to that. Nope, that door doesn't work yet. Wait,
Clock's ticking.
who's talking to me? Where is Saul? This place is deserted. Where is everybody? Oh, she was with the motorcycle area, wasn't she?
Was she the motorcycle?
Yeah, that was her
person? Oh.
buddy.
Oh, then yeah, she was on. You passed her on the way up here.
Yeah, I was thinking about the leader, the Baron. I got them confused.
Yeah, straight back that way. Left.
Isn't it in here? Is that her?
Ah, still in one piece. I'm impressed.
Your friends might hate me, but they're afraid of Hazel. They wouldn't dare touch a hair on my head.
It's not just Hazel. Everyone knows the Black Rattler's Rose. So, what do you think? Must be a hell of a change from all those tight asses at court, huh?
I do kind of like it here.
Yeah, it's not bad. Things seem a lot simpler here. Easier to understand.
Appearances can be deceiving. It's a far cry from their little intrigues, sure, but it's not all roses here either.
Hazel's been clamping the vice.
Nah, it's not just her. The gang wars are also a problem, and then there's the overpopulation issue. We deal with it.
It's the price of freedom.
Exactly. You know, your message earlier. At the time, I really thought you wanted to take the plunge. Well, that you were going to join us.
Got your hopes up.
I'm a little disappointed. I think you have your place here. You should think about it.
Not tonight.
I know. But if you have any questions, let me know.
I tried to convince Sarah to help us, but I wasn't able to. But I found an alternative.
Oh yeah?
Ceres's men are with us. Yardley promised.
Yardley, not Cirrus.
He's in charge of her group now.
What the hell did you do?
I found a solution.
Holy fuck, Emmett, you... Shit. Randall's not gonna like that.
Who's Randall?
There's
Is that the
only
Baron?
one way to find out.
Did Rafa refuse to help too?
No, he's in.
So, I guess we don't have a choice. We have to go see Randall.
Yep.
Yay, we can finally leave this place.
All right. I'm right behind you.
I don't know what we're getting ourselves into. Ceres... We'll see.
Did they kill Ceres?
What the...
Yardley, what have you done?
Oh, there was a slight mishap. Thane was more stubborn than expected.
Did you know about this?
Dang.
Of course not. I wanted to talk to him, not off him.
You'll get over it.
You have no idea what you've done,
Oh, that's the Baron?
idiot!
Please, calm down. There's no time left. We have to go.
But Randall...
We'll deal with that later. Rafa's waiting for us. We've got to go.
Wow. Yardley just, like, committed treason.
No. That's probably why he's like, well, yeah, the other person was probably a
This
lot
isn't over.
much better choice.
Huh. So he killed Ceres and he killed the Baron.
But, I mean, we'll get better.
The Baron will get better? You think so? You think he didn't meet final death?
Allied with Ceres. Search Yardley's safe. No failures.
You discovered Rafa's secret identity, you got rid of Ceres and got the militia to join your cause. You could have collected a Thin Blood artifact. Oh, you could have been allied with Ceres? Really? You could have searched Yardley's safe. Huh. I didn't even know he had a safe.
Yeah, we discovered Rafa's secret identity, so yeah, you're right.
Yep. Minus 50 to the next experience cost for any exploration skill.
What's an exploration skill? Is that
I guess, like, looking for stuff and finding stuff.
maybe?
We got
Hooray.
255 experience points. That's nice.
Time to spend them arbitrarily.
Now we're back to Leysha. Remember, she was with... Who was she with? I forget where she was. I know Galeb was chained up by the priest guy, and then he said someone more important is here, and you thought it was Leysha, so...
Last I remember, she was sneaking around the apartments. Well, I can't remember what happened after that.
Right.
No. Then we solved like some sort of art puzzle of some sort.
Okay, she only has 70 experience points available. She's our sneaky ones, so do we want to do it in more sneaky things like technology and security to get
there's
through
always a way
things?
around those. The dialogue ones and the knowledge ones are always
Persuasion,
ones.
psychology. We could do it in psychology, and it would be the entire thing.
What's in our disciplines?
Disciplines. We got great auspics. Can't afford more auspics. We could afford more dominate. We could... No, we can't get either of these. Oh, doppelganger, that's a cool skill. We used that before. But we can't just do it anytime we want.
Well, yeah, let's just give her some more dialogue options.
Right? So...
I mean, we can probably... How much is it for, like, rhetoric, for example? Is that, like, 10 points?
30.
So we can give her 2 points in anything else, or another point in psychology.
Psychology convinces others to do what you want by playing off their emotional weakness behaviors. Persuasion convinces others to agree with your point of view with logical agreements by appealing to their emotions. And rhetoric identifies and reacts to social conventions with ease.
I mean, it's a dice roll, so who knows?
Well,
I mean,
if
I
we
would
do
say-
persuasion, then we'll be equal in persuasion and psychology, so we'll have 2 for that.
No,
I don't think she's
you
in
have 3 points
intimidation.
in psychology, and if you'll have 2 points in persuasion, then you can make another 2 points in something else.
I thought you meant put both.
No, I don't think you can afford that because the price will go up to 60. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So now you can put something in rhetoric. Or
Rhetoric.
intimidation or education.
You don't want these like lockpicking or
No, this is because we
breadth of
always
knowledge
just find the
about human
code.
vampire society as well as formal occult sciences. So rhetoric, I guess, is all it's going to be. Unless we wanted to get some mental, some social, some physical. She's not really a physical.
Oh yeah, that kind of gives us like a percentage Oh yeah, so we if we go up to a 3rd rank, then it costs us 1 less focus point to use stuff.
Okay.
No, not physical.
That's what it was.
No, I mean you can do it in social or mental, and you'll still get that same bonus.
Oh. Mental, I guess, because she's the mental one.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah.
All right.
There's Leysha.
It's funny, we only got 70 points from her because we failed her mission so bad.
You sad beast.
Oh, right, she got staked. Wow. Oh, Miley drew her a picture. I mean, Haley. Halsey, that's her baby's name.
Keep thinking of Reaper's
She
dog.
got unstaked.
What the?
Why is there no blood on her?
Where am I?
Got better.
Yeah, she was sneaking around the bordello, and she was helping the bordello girls get out.
There's not a trace of blood on her clothes anywhere,
Right.
nor on the stake.
It's just splashed on the table. So was she even staked at all?
I'm free? But how?
So our goal is
Halsey!
Oh, Q is show goals.
I have
So
to
if we
find
find
her.
want to see our goals again, it's Q. Remember
Oh.
that. So
What was with the VR goggles?
One of Halsey's drawings. Spattered with blood.
is it my
That
blood?
means she's been here. I need to hurry.
Did I do the
Could be
drawing?
Chris's blood.
But like Halsey isn't real, so did I draw it?
These are weird glasses.
1 less point in education. Oh.
Told you should put it in.
Oh, they're Ghostbusters ghost traps. And I guess that's how you were transported here.
Huh. Is this where I got staked?
Who did that? I don't understand.
Huh. I
not
bet
remember
I did
getting-
it. No, but she got staked out in the hallway before she got brought into
I'm
the
sure to
secret
be
room.
detected. I need to change my appearance.
Alright, so I need to change into
Well, now you're obfuscated, right?
right. So,
Yeah, so
maybe I
you're-
can change it to one of those guys.
As well.
Olsen was as white as a sheet. The kid did that to Halpert, even through his helmet.
What a monster. They were right to take her down to a lab.
Yeah. If you could find a medic for San Diego.
All right. I'll see if someone can come check him out.
Well, they said the kid, so is the kid real?
Well, I think maybe she's seeing a flashback because that's what Halsey did in the past, and that's why they.
Take his uniform.
Oh, space.
Hey, so I guess they just have it in your files?
Must be serious if they put him in isolation.
Who in isolation?
I sure do talk to myself a lot.
Is there someone in
Doctor
there?
says it might be a problem. Well, I don't think
Oh
so.
yeah, who's that? Who is that? Is that the one person I was looking for? Can't talk to him, can't feed from him. Okay.
That's not standard
So,
procedure.
oh, you hit control to change into your uniform, looks
I
like.
can't until it's highlighted. I think
Oh.
I have to take off this before I can do it.
Well, don't do it here.
I know. I was just changing into jog mode.
Doesn't sound like disciplinary action.
Is there anyone in here? Is this a good room to change in?
I mean, if you can obfuscate, what's the point of having a uniform? You know, just walk right out.
Okay, I'm going to hang out here. Oh, it's not letting me take it off. I'm pressing 2 to take it off, and it's not. So, yeah, I can turn on and off 1, but I can't take off 2. Oh,
All right, well, I guess we'll use it when the time is right.
meantime, what is this place? Look closer. Hey, those are the same
Brought back
pictures.
Photo souvenirs of the carnage. Oh, they deserve to die too.
Carnage of what?
It was the apartment that we were climbing around.
Oh, yeah, that's where they got final death, I guess.
Final death.
These are the
Nothing in
same.
the naming system. I knew it.
These are the same pictures we saw in.
There's another board next to it on that same wall.
So I can't talk to her. Those are the same pictures we saw in the Anarch place.
The bastard who sold us out sure did a solid job.
These are all the people who got killed. Diagnosis.
That's Dijon.
Dijon, Saika, and this is Dijon.
No, that's Deneb.
Oh, Deneb. Sorry, this writing is so weird and hard to see. Okay, so Deneb Osborne, Dijon, Saika. They both wear glasses. Galeb, Hazel. So Beryl Underwood has been eliminated. Miley's been eliminated. But Beryl's not dead. These are just like eliminating them as suspects.
No,
Deslin and Richard Dunham.
Because Miley's dead for sure.
Right.
But
Maybe that's how she's been eliminated as a suspect. I don't know who these other people are.
No, I think this is like a hit list. But
But
what's
Beryl's not dead.
What do the yellow notes say?
Warning, buy batteries.
Oh.
Pet does to change.
Archive?
Oh, yeah. Put does to.
Sure.
Put docs to archive, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, well. What's that map behind her?
They had time to plan it all.
Like how they wrote it in crayon. It's cute.
So, the people who planned this attack, this is where they work?
I guess so. Why are you free, though? And that's the question.
Well, they attacked me, they staked me, and they dragged me back. But someone came and unstaked me and set me free. Someone.
We were careless. That's how they found us.
Who is they, and where are we?
Gary Sable? I guess that's probably one of the staff of the game.
Body parts found, wanted. Receipts.
Yeah, there's a code there. That might be useful.
7SZZ829.
Is that a parking ticket? Something for Alonzo Dennard.
Here, we can read this.
Can't read all that.
They asked Europe for help.
Ah. In light of your latest activity reports, we accept your request for logistical and technical support. Attached is a list of equipment we will be sending this month. Specimen transport containers. Oh.
That's not standard procedure.
All of this stuff. Monsignor Stanford and 4 members of his unit will come to train your teams 1 per week per month. From this day forward, your engineers will be able to ask any questions they may have with them. That's back in January. They've been planning this since January.
Saint Leopold. They will burn.
I wish they would chime in with those things after you've read it, because it's kind of a weird, confusing spoiler if they do it beforehand.
We have received the confidential information you sent today. We hereby inform you that, as requested, Monsignor Stanford will be arriving on the 17th. He will be permanently assigned to your region by the Society of St. Leopold as of today until he feels that his presence is no longer necessary. Monsignor Stanford will send you the drawings requested by your engineers, followed by 2 containers of equipment developed in our laboratory. You have our full support. Was that before this one? No, that was 2019 also, so.
Anything else we can read?
Who could have sold us out?
To demonstrate my entire cooperation, please find attached information about targets whose capture is guaranteed if you follow my instructions to the letter. Be ready on October 21st.
Corvus is their code name.
Corvus.
Who likes ravens a lot?
Most vampires.
That's not standard procedure.
That's not very discreet.
Those seem to be the only dots on here.
Must be serious if they put him in isolation.
Email from Eric Hilbert. Outcome of the meeting on the naming system. Following our previous meeting to establish a naming system that will be used to identify external items, we have finally agreed to proceed as follows. A letter to indicate the item category, a number to indicate the order in which the items were recorded with the capacity. Categories: documents, audio recordings, videos, photos,
Nothing in the naming
suspicious
system can do it.
objects, prisoners, self-explanatory, right? Items that do not fit into any of the previous categories, keys undefined. For example, A21 indicates the 24th document recorded. Please
That's
follow
not
this naming
standard
system so we
procedure.
can maintain optimal communication and logistics. All right, assuming we're going to see some naming system stuff. I see a dot on the other side of the table. Look closer.
One of theirs took herself out. Oh, shit. I should have gotten rid of the Trajects. Oh, they're gonna learn a lot about us from it.
I thought I did.
No, I think we missed
Damn
one.
containers. That could even be the one Halsey's in. And Burrow.
So Beryl got captured. Beryl got captured because they raided the place where we were, and he and I both got captured. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Good news for us.
Encrypted transmission report. Operation Burrow. Transcript of radio communications. Asset Casey Hansen was lost during Operation Burrow. She apparently detonated her explosive safety belt to protect the rear end of her subunit from an infected person. The body was recovered from the rubble. Captain Collins will contact the family tomorrow. Do you remember when we were exploring that place and there was someone that was like buried at the wall and the guys were standing there like, oh, it's so sad that that happened to her.
Oh, I guess that was that event.
That was this person.
Bloody heroic. Alright. Oh, you can look at those maps behind you too. There's dots.
Shit. They even had the layout of the Red Salon.
Wow.
A map of the basement. They knew about everything.
Operation Burrow. Unit mobilized under the command of Captain Collins, Charles Griffin, Caleb LeBlanc, Shamir Allen, Reuben Fletcher, Freya Sutton, Charlize Blackship, Cecil Mill, Aaron Hall, Ty Aguilar, Jay Morin, Casey Hansen's dead, Arlo Dotson, Cassidy Price, Declan Head.
Shit. They're really organized. They threw that all together in less than 24 hours.
When they had a year to plan. Mission assignment, launch of Operation Swansong. Burrow. Operation Swansong Nest allowed us to locate a second source of information, a basement on Sellers Street. Corvus has confirmed that this is a food destination and research facility. Mission objectives, if possible, spare the lives of any civilians being held under duress, capture or eliminate infected targets, gather all potential sources of information. The operation will be launched simultaneously from the main entrance and the sewers. Yeah, so that's what caught me there.
They'd found both exits. We didn't stand a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember I was trying to get out through this basementy door here, and they were like trying to. I put on the uniform, but they were asking me who I was, and then they immediately recognized me and they staked me. It's because I didn't have one of those chips like Caleb stole.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a story beat. I don't think there was a way to avoid that.
Well, no, that's right, because I didn't know I need to steal a chip. But that's
like
what they were looking for
action.
when they scanned me, and they were like, "Oh, you're lying," and they immediately staked me. That's why they caught me. This is the whole Red Salon.
So Operation Nest has already happened. So
Operation
Operation Burrow is still coming
Operation Nest was the original emergency that started this game.
up. That was the red, code red, whatever.
Yeah, where we were going to have our party, and they cut us all at the party. That's why it was a nest. Operation Burrow was when they came to the Red Salon and went down in the basement.
Uh-huh.
I need a file number if I want access.
What was that number we wrote down? Oh no, it had letters and stuff in it. So I don't have a file number.
They have letters? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
it was 7SZZ8.
No, I think that was just a fancy 5. I think that numbers are just written strangely.
So you think it's... But
7522829. I don't think that's enough digits though.
5. Yeah. So we need to find a file number. Files. Is that a phone? I can't look at the phone.
Sounds like Gabriel Knight music. I like it.
The phone is just sitting there and I can't do anything with it. File cabinets, nothing. 7, 2 teams, Alpha Unit, Beta Unit, look for the extraction point.
Heading there was a terrible idea.
Locked.
To have left so many tracks, it must have been a lupine.
A lupine. Hunt Operation Observation Report. Preliminary investigation number 2. On the night of August 18th, we observed the following. A large partial palm print. Tracks similar to those observed previously. Eyewitness reports from Private Stanley Fenton, who claimed to have seen the outline of a specimen belonging to the animal kingdom, over 2 meters tall in the vicinity of hangar under surveillance. So what werewolf was like in this hangar? And that's where they caught him.
They're tracking the dogs too.
The dogs are what we call the werewolves. Mission assignment, launch of Operation Hunt. Operation Hunt allowed us to locate the so-called lycanthrope specimen in the vicinity of Hangar 8, University Avenue in the Blue Hills. Mission objective, capture target, neutralize the target with collar sent by FL Europe, conduct a preliminary interrogation. The building will need to be surrounded. The target must be eliminated if it caused too much damage or if the neuralization device turns out to be ineffective. Mobilized Alpha and Beta units. Safety instructions. According to our current data, lycanthropes have a highly developed sense of smell, meaning they can track you. Lycanthropes can frighten and disorient you with their howling. Be sure to wear your auditory filters so we can test their effectiveness. Face-to-face combat is futile and even potentially deadly. The objective of the assignment is for 2 of our agents to place the restraint collar sent by FL Europe around the specimen's neck. Huh.
Dogs are good at picking up scents.
Observation report, preliminary investigation number 3. Confirmation of an unknown specimen. It was successfully photographed several times. A steel container in the hangar was damaged by what appeared to be claws. The specimen emitted a sound that caused our units to retreat. The audio recordings from the device installed inside the hangar revealed that the target's breathing was rhythmic and deep. Hunt operation number 2. The night of August 18th, we observed the following.
We read that one already.
Okay.
Can we get the one up top there in the corner?
Number 1.
We weren't expecting that.
During our first nav operation, tracks were discovered on the south side of Hangar 8. Okay, so this just kind of leads up to it. Nope.
His mortal appearance. They
Colin
didn't see it coming.
Harmon. He's a forest ranger. Lives on Hummingbird Way. His passport number, driver license number.
Oh wait, what was his name?
Colin Harmon.
I think his traffic ticket was hanging on the bulletin board.
Oh yeah, because they found 3 speeding tickets. I wonder if any of these numbers are passwords or anything. What do you think?
Maybe his driver's license number is a thing? 'Cause that had the most digits in it.
Oh yeah, there he is. Urgent, send FL Europe. So those are the pictures they got of him. Harmon Colin, link new disease. Wait, is this 133447B?
It's got letters,
E1C RKL. Here. Lisa stuff.
Read it.
They're suspicious of everything.
Confidential report, cross-referencing of incidents near Blue Hills. As requested by the S.A.D High Command, investigations were able to cross-reference sources from various departments of the territory to compile a timeline of cold cases in the area around Blue Hills. These cases are mainly concentrated on the site of Chemical Growth Company, a petrochemical company specialized in chemical fertilizers and genetically modified seeds. We conclude with certainty that a nighttime perimeter observation protocol is required. Cold cases. Nighttime trespassing at the chemical growth plant, damage to the tank, damage to 2 staff vehicles, nighttime trespassing, damage to a tank, a fire at the Bluewood Sawmill, employee admitted to the psychiatric hospital, diagnosis of burnout, his medical records mentions hallucinations, destructions of barrels of raw materials and surveillance system, damage to construction equipment on a building near University Avenue, disappearance of a chemical engineer, fire in a finished goods cargo area.
So is this the guy that's in the solitary confinement? The werewolf guy?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Nighttime trespassing at Chemical Growth Company, damage to a tank, destruction of barrels of raw materials. Why was he messing up this chemical growth plant? Murder of the vice president in the company parking lot. The autopsy reports indicates Large lacerations. So why did this guy go up against this chemical growth plant? Operation Hunt Patrol
For a
Schedule.
long time. Without giving up.
Oh. We're really going at it.
Anything that seems out of the ordinary to them. For a long time.
Launch of Operation Hunt. The cross-referencing of several incidents over the past 2 years in the vicinity of the Blue Hill Forest has led us to suspect the presence of a specimen as of yet undetermined origin, but highly dangerous. High Command has therefore decided to set up extraordinary surveillance system. The perimeter is to be patrolled at night, and from this day forward, observe, monitor, contact with targets is prohibited.
Help from Europe. These bastards are everywhere.
We have received the elements provided. After comparison with our own data, we recommend that you proceed with caution. Today we'll be sending you a collar developed in our lab. Fancy, fancy. So the specialized unit is not available till mid-September. Wait for reinforcements before taking action. Yeah, and that's when the father, what's his name, came. Urgent, send email to FL Europe. Maybe that email's on the computer. I need a code for. A very long code. Hangar 7, 2 teams. File cabinets.
That's not standard procedure.
Books. Water cooler, coffee. Okay, I don't understand what any of this is relevant for. Why I'm snooping around this place. Why I can't just change into the outfit I stole. Why this werewolf is important. It's a handprint.
How am I gonna sort this?
I bet I can trick it when I change my appearance. So do I have to get in there to get to the werewolf guy? Is that Colin?
Well, I mean, if we could switch over to our uniform, we could walk up to him and be like, hey, I'm here to check on the prisoner.
Colin was wearing
like him, though.
orange, though, yeah. Wonder who this guy is. Maybe it's Beryl?
Leave him there, then.
Do I want to go down? Let's see what else is here before I go. These were the padded cells. Oh, no, this is different.
No, this is your room.
I knew that. Alright, so that's the cell I was in. Check out these stairs. Guess the elevator is the only way to do it. What did that say? It said there's nothing. See, it was like halfway off the screen.
I think that was just some dialogue from the other room.
Oh, I couldn't hear it. Talking.
Well, where can we go to change? Like, oh, do we have to find a safe room maybe to do that?
Maybe. Maybe it's downstairs in the basement. Surely no one will notice the elevator just opening and closing entirely on its own.
And she's gonna be like, I can't leave yet.
I need to find where they took Halsey first. What level could they have gone to? I need to find where they took Halsey first. What level could they have gone to?
Well, explore, maybe? How many levels could there be?
Well,
you're invisible. Go look on every floor.
Okay. Did I miss anything? I looked over that whole room. I looked at every dot in that room. Is there a place where I can change my uniform?
Yeah, there must be a safe room here somewhere. Ah.
That's not standard procedure.
Obfuscate.
I have to take obfuscate off to do it, but he'll see me.
Well, nothing else we can do. Just do it. See what happens.
It's not letting me. Yeah, it won't let me take two.
Oh, maybe you have to, like, when you change costumes or whatever, maybe your hand will be different.
Yeah, that's what I thought before. Printing pause. Report captured child.
Not enough ink.
Because the printing pause.
So if we load in more ink, it'll print the picture?
Huh. Let's go find some ink.
You know how expensive that stuff is.
Right, if I were ink, where would I be kept? Is there like a cabinet around here?
There's nothing in the naming system. I knew it.
Swansong, the quest for toner.
Okay, if I were Toter, be one of these. Did I
I guess we have to be in disguise mode for that.
We consult this before?
Yeah, we saw that.
No.
So there's got to be a safe room around here somewhere where we can change. Why you can't just duck around the corner, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a superpowered vampire. Can't I just...
Doesn't sound like disciplinary action.
Is there someone behind that whiteboard? Behind you? No, to the right. No, never mind. Okay. Thought I saw somebody back there. Yeah, man.
Need ink
I wonder
in
why.
these boxes? What do you wonder why about? Oh, why he's being kept in solitary confinement?
Can we look over this lady's shoulder at what she's doing, maybe?
That's what I was trying to do before. You have the ink over here?
She's really working the left side of that keyboard.
Oh my god, where do they keep the ink?
QWERTY.
That's not standard procedure.
Post-it notes. Is there ink in this box? Where can I change my outfit? Can I do it up here?
No, that was...
Wait, what's this door? Aha! Safe zone! The one door I didn't check. Okay.
Oh, that means now we can go eat that guard who's guarding the solitary.
Or we can just change our outfit.
That works too.
Now we can do...
Tutorial.
Yep. So I don't look like him, I just am wearing his clothes. Okay. But maybe now I'll be able to do a lot of the
You
things
also
I
have
couldn't
like
do
a
before.
cross like burned into your forehead. That might be a giveaway.
Look closer. Evacuation map. I am
That
here.
looks like a map of this area.
Of course, it says you are here, so the exit to my left and the exit to my right, is that the elevator to my right?
No, that was those double doors that didn't do anything.
Okay, and the elevator is
I think the elevator's the other exit.
this room here below the second exit sign is where they're keeping the guy. And this is the double doors that didn't do anything at the bottom. Up here, the little room is where I was being kept, but I haven't been in that other room across from it, I don't think. So I'm gonna go check that out.
Do it.
Yeah, that's the elevator was the second exit. So one exit was that and one exit was elevator.
So turn left.
Okay.
Then
Oh,
oh,
it's not there. Is it like a secret passage?
interesting.
Has it been walled off? Can I get in there from like a ceiling vent or something? Can I crawl over the top?
Use your see secret things button. Well, you can do it on the picture.
Oh. Okay.
Wait.
Private Albert, put down that weapon.
I'm going to get started. Agent Emmett Olsen. It is 07 a.m. on September 6, 2019. I now proceed with the interrogation.
Agent Olsen!
What now?
Albert, he doesn't look too good.
Private Albert, what are you?
Put down that weapon.
Oh, wow.
Albert? No shit, that's impossible.
Whatever you do, stay calm. It's incredible. She's unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Was it this monster? Her?
I'm almost certain of it. She must sense her stress. She's defending herself.
I'm gonna burn that bitch.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier. Stay here. I'm gonna warn Monsignor.
Monsignor.
That thing could start again. But he'll know how to control her. Don't breathe a word to anyone until we've got the situation under control.
Albert. Shit.
So Halsey used her psychic powers to make him shoot himself here. then drew me a picture, and then I became Halsey. Halsey was me.
Oh wait, no, you can see the outline of the door on the other side. The walled off one.
Yeah, there we go. Now I can see it. I just should have had
an illusion. Who could have done that here?
Hey, we got him.
Is that Richard Dunham?
Shit! Richard!
Wait! Calm down!
Both vampires.
Richard.
You shouldn't be here. Leave, now!
My daughter exists. You lied to me. And even worse, you let them bring her here. My daughter.
Listen, now is neither the time nor the place.
Stop it! Enough! I don't give a shit about where we are, how dangerous it is, or anything else. You stole Halsey from me! You made me forget everything! Why did you do it?
I did it to protect both of you, of course! You caused too much of a stir within the court because of your gifts. They're both your strength and your greatest weakness.
No! That's not gonna work anymore, Richard. Ugh, your excuses that only you alone understand. Oh, what danger could have been so great that you felt like you had to separate us, lie to us, and manipulate us like you did?
It's because of the prince!
What? Defend myself.
How many points can we put in there? Oh, only 41%.
Oh, I don't want to use up all my hunger on something I'll probably lose, so...
No, it's not your hunger, it's this.
She called for Halsey's head about 3 years ago. She said she was a dangerous liability, and she probably wanted to put me in my place. She ordered me to do it. But I couldn't!
So another person that we thought was
everyone believe I'd destroy her. For both your sakes. Believe it or not, I've always been helping you. Just a few minutes ago, you were there, prisoner.
Oh, he's the one who wants to take me.
I rescued you, as always. It's become a tradition.
What about Halsey? What did you tell her?
That you had been destroyed. I had no other choice. I had to find a way to keep her safe and stop her from looking for you.
When you talk about safety, do you mean hers? Or yours? All of yours?
Well, both, actually.
But do you realize the harm you caused her?
Leysha, these feelings you both have, that twisted vestige of your humanity, it's your illness. It's what I've been trying to treat for all these years.
I never asked you to do that. I trusted you, and you tricked us. You let those mortals bring her here, and that...
It's the Second Inquisition, Leysha. I'm here on the Prince's orders. My assignment concerns everyone. We have to fight them. Halsey can't be our priority. The fate of the Boston Camarilla, and your fate as well, is at stake here.
Don't say
and
steak.
You're the one who's supposed to save us?
I can sense your anger, but don't make a mistake we'll all regret. Hazel believes I'm our last hope to defeat the S.A.D and protect the masquerade.
About my three characters.
Your thirst for vengeance
you were her last hope.
would lead to
Did
your
you say that
doom.
to all the girls?
And Halsey's.
Is that all? I sense that you're afraid of me. You're right to be afraid.
Yes. But I'm even more afraid of the S.A.D, and you should be too. If you're the reason our plan should fail, you'll both pay the price. Just think.
I don't want to destroy him.
No, I was thinking,
I'm not going to find Halsey by destroying him. That seems pointless.
I'm going to find my daughter, and we're going to leave.
After everything I've done for you.
At least I didn't destroy you.
Never want to see you again. Do you understand?
Who's the guy he killed?
Where will you go?
I said never, Richard. Because I won't hesitate next time.
That was confusing.
How could I have been so blind?
All right, so I have more questions than answers here. I mean, yeah, cute. He was supposed to kill the daughter, couldn't, so he did blah, 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 blah. But, like, Halsey appeared next to her in the prince's office, and the prince is supposed to believe that she's dead.
Yeah.
But she was interacting with this little thing.
So is there two Halseys, an imaginary one and a real one?
I don't know.
Maybe he gave me the imaginary Halsey so I wouldn't look for the real one? With his psychic manipulation?
They should have explained that during this exposition dump.
This is weird.
You must know where Halsey is.
Let's take
You've been going for a while.
key.
We should wrap up.
Okay. That's Olsen. He was the guy that was in the vision, right?
In the vision?
The vision of Halsey killing that guy.
Oh, is he the interrogator?
Yeah, I think so. I
Oh.
think they called him Olsen. I don't know.
I'm going to talk to the Monsignor.
Found the source. Who is this?
It's Houdini.
Telepathy? Link? All right. So, I'm gonna search this room.
I'll make them pay for what they've done to us all.
Why did examining that make me say, oh, it's a stake? Since ancient times, there have been engravings, tales, and songs that tell of communication through the mind, of magical and supernatural powers performed using the mental faculties. But it wasn't until 1882 that Frederick William Henry Myers used the term telepathic hallucinations to speak of the phenomenon by which an individual's mind influences that of another. Myers based his work on a handful of observations, which were quite convincing, made in France between 1825 and 1850. The researcher laid foundations for the experimental study of telepathy and the paranormal more generally. I learned from Monsignor that the Society of St. Leopold owed many of its advances to his work. Therefore, I'm going to carefully study his words in order to support my theory of the telepathic systems at a certain stage of the evolution of the infection and blink bodies. Is that Olsen? Is this his office? Is this him talking?
Probably.
I have taken a consumable. Ooh, a Tremere concoction. Fancy. That'll give me powers.
Shit. They were going to torture her.
I came close, but I admit it was too risky. My hands are still shaking. We captured a child. At least she looks like one. As she was being brought back to the base, restrained by the security protocol, some people showed, I can't describe it exactly, strange sensations. I thought she might be a telepathic specimen, and Monsignor agreed to let me interrogate her until the strict security conditions. But before we could even get started, a soldier committed suicide right in front of our eyes. I guess this is for if you couldn't see the vision.
Oh, that's
This
true.
is like the backup version.
Yeah.
As soon as the child came out of the container, and she was still immobilized by the stake, it was beyond my wildest speculation. However, I'm certain that she must also be suffering from a mental disorder, as per my working hypotheses. Here it could be an anxiety disorder. The confined space, the interrogation equipment, the soldiers close to her, she sensed their stress and surely their hostility towards her. If I had known, I would have put in place a more appropriate protocol. Monsignor and the senior staff decided to take her down and put her in isolation while we find a solution. In order to keep the staff safe, I hope to get the chance to study her again. So she went down. Okay. Good to know.
She's a child of Malkav. What have they done to her?
Michelle Davis. Captured at Operation Nest. Oh, okay, so she was just captured at that thing. Satisfactory condition. Agent Olsen is handling the case. He suspects a BB Type 4 with telepathic abilities. Wait, so is this the child they're talking about? That's not Halsey. The subject underwent Agent Olsen's mental conditioning protocol for an initial 3-hour session upon arrival. As instructed, the subject is given a 1-hour mental and physical conditioning session every 2 hours. The initial results are encouraging. The subject is frightened when we approach. Huh. That's torture, all right.
Infamous bitch to whom I'm bound. Like the convict to his chain.
All right, he writes poetry.
Pretentious.
Oh, he's got a cross on the wall.
Another mortal trinket.
Okay. Open up the drawer with the key I found.
Agent Emmett Olsen. It is 07 a.m. on September 6, 2019. I'm now proceeding.
Okay, that's the same scene.
Agent Olsen.
Yeah.
What now?
Halbert, he doesn't look too good.
September 6, 2019.
Oh, this is the next day.
48 a.m. The subject has surpassed my expectations. Although childlike in appearance and neutralized, she demonstrates incredible telepathic abilities. Monsignor ordered that she be weakened before her transfer to the Vatican.
Weakened.
We will leave her in a high-secured container in Lab L-04 in Basement 4.
Basement 4.
In the hope that my hypothesis is correct, and she will gradually lose her ability to cause harm.
Lab L-04, Basement 4. Finally. Hang on, sweetheart. I'm coming.
It's going to turn out to be that other girl, isn't it? Though she didn't really look childlike, so I don't know. I'm confident that my theory is correct. Some are able to enter the mind, and I have done so since the dawn of time. Whether they are called mediums, magicians, or conjurers, I am sure that they belong to the world of these monsters. This leads me to a second hypothesis. Not all of them have the desire to hide, and the strangeness of many of them leads me to question the sanity of this subcategory. Though direct observation on the accounts of those they have manipulated, the majority of them exhibit characteristics very similar to our own, as if the infection only added monstrosity on top of a stable human mental state. Those who seem to have telepathic abilities, on the other hand, appear to be more contaminated than the others, afflicted with a variety of mental illnesses. That's the Malkavian clan.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps this is an advanced stage of whatever ailment is eating away at them. He doesn't know we have different clans. Perhaps they all end up with their flesh consumed and melted away, as I saw in Monsignor's notes. Oh, so now he's talking about Nosferatu. So he doesn't know that we're all different. Boston is a great opportunity for me to confirm my hypothesis about this. Monsignor has promised me first shot at certain interrogations with adequate acoustic and physical protection. You never know with these creatures. It's weird how little they know about vampires in some ways and how much they know about it in other ways.
Submissive and blind. Just like a mortal.
As we spoke at length with Monsignor Stanford upon his return from Boston, he informed us of your interest in joining our order. This situation in Boston does indeed warrant exploring the possibility of expanding our presence in your region. However, you must understand that being a member of the Society of St. Leopold takes precedence over any other commitment. This entails self-sacrifice, perseverance, and discretion on your part. Monsignor Stanford will be returning to your region and has been granted approval to ordain you as a novice. You'll be placed under his authority for the duration of your novitiate. What's their... Itac ingressus lucum. I don't know enough Latin to understand what that means. If you are watching this video and you have translated this Latin phrase, please tell me in the comments so I don't have to remember to look it up
I was
later.
about to pick up my phone and do it.
Yeah, that's what we got listeners for. Watchers.
Both. People usually use their eyes and their ears.
Well, a lot of people just listen to my videos. They don't actually watch them. All right. So we are going to pause here. From now on, our next step is to go down to Basement 4 to see Halsey. Before we leave, I do want to read that book of poetry. If there's anything else in this room we should take note of, please let me know before I leave this room, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to come back here. I'm glad Richard killed this guy. I'm glad I didn't kill Richard. That felt very unproductive to me, because it would be just like a revenge thing. It's not like he was about to do something I wanted to stop him from doing. And I don't think Leysha's a revengeful person. She just wants to find her daughter. Who can blame her? My prediction is that it's not her daughter. It's going to be some other child, considering they very conveniently never use the name of the character. They're just like, the child, the child, the child.
The baby.
Yeah. So, yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. He's a pipe smoker. What is that next to it? A granola bar?
Looks like maybe a pack of airplane peanuts, maybe?
Yeah. And a coffee.
Maybe green tea Kit Kats.
He was obsessed with
that
psychics.
chair is made out of jerky.
Now you're dead.
That's gross.
I wish I could sit down, just like sit down here and like have a chat with you all. Well, yeah, that was interesting. We got through a lot. I'm glad we did well on MM's mission. Hopefully this will be the first Leysha mission we do where we don't utterly fail everything. That would be nice for a change.
Hey, so far so good.
Yeah.
We didn't kill someone.
Yeah. Yep. Like Galen.
Why was he so scared of us anyway? He's a vampire too, or is he a ghoul or whatever?
Who? This guy?
No, Dunham.
Oh no, he's a vampire. He's like one of the leaders of the Malkavian clan. He's the one who owns the red salons and like all the experiments. He's the one who kept me in like.
But why was he so terrified of you? It's like he sounds like if
because I'm a woman scorned. I'm angry. You know, afraid of the crazy lady.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, if I was gonna fight him, I mean, maybe he's too noble to fight back, and he wouldn't hurt me because I'm his special patient. But I've got the feeling that he's more important and more powerful in the Malkavian clan than I am. Though I do have like visions, which I guess is very rare.
He
and
doesn't
they use
seem
me for
like a
my visions.
Malkavian, though. Aren't they supposed to be the insane ones?
Yeah, we're both Malkavians. So, yep. Cool.
Still waiting for my Gangrel representation.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I heard that there was more rumors of a Bloodlines 2 release date.
Actually coming out, yeah. That's been getting buzz again. It's apparently actually happening. They're doing something different than they were going to do, which means people who had pre-orders are going to get refunded and then they can do the thing that they were going to do. I don't know if it's like a different platform or something now. I have no idea.
That's worrying.
Yeah. But apparently
now it's going to be a graphic novel.
Good news. And it's coming soon and everyone's excited.
Bloodlines 2, dating sim.
Yeah.
You'd play that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
I was trying to be fatuous, but I think I just found something that was right up your alley.
I think it would be right up many people's alleys. Would you play Bloodlines 2 dating sim? Answer in the comments for the algorithm. Help my video get more attention by having it have
You're coming on a little
interactive.
strong, Poop.
Oh, you gotta come on strong. People are lazy. People are tired. People can't click those buttons.
You can't ask them. It's like, oh, do these nice things for you, you lazy bunch of jerks.
No, because then the ones listening would be like, but I'm not a lazy one. I'll help her.
That's
I'm
right.
not like those other guys.
Well, they are now the, what's the name of the dinosaur?
The Mosasaur.
Yeah, so
which
now
is
they
not
are...
actually a dinosaur, but you know what? We're not that nitpicky on this channel.
So to the people that listen all the way through, the cool ones are now, we'll just call them the Mossies, because...
The Mossies. So the Mossies is our, like, fan club name.
Yeah,
fan name.
they're the Mossies.
Oh, you're our Mossies.
Rolling Stones and all that.
It's cute.
You're all Mossies. Any other vampire news?
Oh, so Last Voyage of the Demeter is finally out. Now we got to go see it.
Oh, right.
Apparently, it is not doing well at the box office.
It sounds like it's kind of an artsy film.
Also, Renfield didn't do well, so we got 2 Dracula movies in a row this summer, and both have been huge flops at the box office.
But Renfield had everything going for it, with
Right?
Nick Cage as Dracula and what's-his-face as Renfield.
Nick Holt.
Right.
The 2 Nicks. Nick on Nick action.
I really wish I would have liked the new season of The Great, because I love him so much, but the entire season is just dick jokes. I can't.
Just like What We Do in the Shadows.
Was that season 3 that was all dick jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But season 5 is out now. We got to start watching season 5.
Is that the one where... No, they were going to turn him into a vampire, then they locked him in like a boat or something like that. And I think we watched the first episode of season 4.
No, season 4, we watched all of season 4. That was with baby Colin Robinson growing up.
Right. But then I remember
No, at the end of season 4, Guillermo went to the guy that he was helping, the young baby vampire he was helping, and asked him to make him a vampire. And it ended that way. So apparently...
Okay, and which apparently does happen, because I think just the little splash screen for season 5 shows him with like little baby bat wings or something.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cute.
We'll see. We got to start watching that.
Whatever keeps him in the show, because he's a treasure.
We got to watch Good Omens season 2. Got to watch that.
Yep, as soon as we figure out our Amazon... No, we did figure out the Amazon Prime.
Yeah, we got our login back, so...
God knows Amazon won't let you watch it any other
No, they won't even let you pay for it to watch it. You just got to join Prime exclusive.
Damn it, Bezos.
That's how they get you. They get you.
Amazon got us years ago.
They get you real good. You get.
We're drunk and tired.
I'm not even drunk. I just had chocolate liqueur. It's not very strong.
No.
But it was delicious. Chocolate liqueur.
My Maven whiskey was very delicious too, but also not very strong.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we should go drink some more. Okay. All right. You guys have a good night, a good evening. Leave me comments on this video.
Wait, what was the question we were leaving them with again? The Latin phrase?
Yeah, the Latin phrase. Translate that Latin phrase for me.
Oh, and would you play a Bloodlines 2 dating sim?
Yes, answer in the comments. If you would play a Bloodlines 2 dating sim, who would you want to date? First of all, who would you be and who would you want to date? Yeah.
Well, now we have to make this. We're going to have to go to Newgrounds. You'll write the script, they'll animate it, and then you guys will be able to play the Flash version of Bloodlines 2, the dating sim.
Nice.
What should we call it, though? That'll be a question we can leave before. What would we call a Bloodlines 2 dating sim? Or a
Love
White
Lines?
Wolf? No. It'd have to be like Lover of Blood, Sanguine, Sexy Sanguine, something. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure someone has already come up with the perfect title.
Hatoful Boyfriend.
Leave the perfect title in the comments for the algorithm. Like, subscribe,
You and your algos.
ring the bell. Watch my other videos. I put out a couple other videos recently that are very cool, and you should watch them. Go to my main page and click on the most recent videos, and you will see them. They're cool. Watch my videos.
Right, you just instructed people how to operate YouTube. You click on the video and it will play.
Yes. You'd be surprised. Like, you know how to do a thing, but you don't actually do it until someone's like, you should go do that. And then you're like, oh yeah, I should go do that.
But they're watching us on YouTube.
Right.
They don't need instructions on YouTube.
They need instructions on how to get to the other videos, is what I'm saying.
I see.
Instead of just like letting YouTube present you with what naturally comes next. Actually, go to my page.
Well, as long as we're talking about boring stuff. Hey, we bought a refrigerator today.
We did. Our refrigerator broke, so we adulted.
It's not broken yet.
And we went to Lowe's because we don't go to Home Depot because they supported the Trump campaign. So we went to Lowe's and we bought a new refrigerator.
For God's sake, why are we telling them about a refrigerator?
Because it's where we're going to keep all our blood packs. Our new refrigerator has 7 more cubic feet of storage than our old refrigerator, so we can keep 7 more cubic feet of blood packs.
Stop. Just stop.
Think of all the vampires we can feed.
Good night. Jesus Christ. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We love you. Algorithms.